Computing is cool.
And today, we're going to announce a completely new version of the 23-inch Apple Cinema display. And it looks like this. A little bit smaller, same exact panel size, aluminum enclosure that matches the Power Mac. The back of these displays looks better than the front of most of our competitors.
Hey, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at him. Wow, look at that guy. If you had $3,499 just laying around in 2004, you could get your hands on one of these. Look at this thing. It's got a lot of things in common with an A&W root beer can or your mom. It's sleek, aluminum, has holes, supports FireWire, has a small chin but pretty wide, and has some sexy FCC mandated logos. And yes, I've seen her tattoos. She's an FCC that every man has dated. So what can it do? It can drive you home after one too many, help you out with your laundry, listen to your thoughts and feelings regarding the ethics of Unit 731, the Covert Biological and Chemical Warfare Research and Development Unit by the Imperial Japanese Army when they were occupying Pingfing in China between the years of 1936 and 1945, which included human experiments such as professional curiosity. What would happen if we did such and such, which would lead to a lot of modern developments in medicine, but at what cost? And displaying a 1920 by 1200 image across 23 inches with a 350:1 contrast ratio at 60 Hz, and the pixel response time is good. At 16 milliseconds. What do cheap new panels and Susie by the Exxon at 3:30 a.m. have in common? If you said, they're usually not IPS or LCD panels, you'd be right, but it only takes $3 or a pack of Airhead rainbow belts to find out if Susie's rocking a TFT LCD panel, if you know what I'm saying. Unfortunately, our HD Cinema display is not LED backlit, which is not as good as a newer, more expensive LED panel due to burn-in and energy efficiency. This panel holds up extremely well for its age, and it's a great conversation starter at any given bar. Just tell them, I have an Apple HD Cinema display from 2004. And when they go, oh yeah, I bet you don't have the vastly superior successor in the form of the 2008 LED Thunderbolt Cinema display, you buy a 2008 LED Thunderbolt Cinema display.
And it's our first cinema display that uses LED backlighting. It's got some cool features on it for notebooks. What are they for? Well, the first one, second is, and the third, and these will be available in November.
So what's different? Our only 3 connectors are a MagSafe port for charging your old-ass MacBook, a USB port, and a mini display port. It has almost the exact profile of an iMac, no buttons, so you just hope it's turning on when it's supposed to. It's LED backlit, it's heavier, it's got built-in speakers, it launched at a cheaper price, and it's a lot more reflective. It has thoughts. It thinks a lot more than the other strange thoughts. It says things that a monitor shouldn't. It also thinks more about colors, offering all these grading and color accuracy profiles, but I made one called Andrew, and that's the one I'm gonna stick with. To me, I think it's pretty color accurate, but I never said precise. The resolution and refresh rate are pretty much the same, but this one has way better colors. Whoa. And a little camera for when you're in a small camera contest. Oh, well maybe second place isn't so bad. Apple has never officially said the megapixel count of the front-facing iSight camera. I'm going with a gut instinct of 150 megapixels. It's worth considering ditching your DSLR or your dis-sucky little red camera in favor of this guy. Framing family portraits has never been easier. Smile! So what does all this mean for you, the definitely not confused, now well-informed consumer of cinema displays? I got each of these at a local thrift store, the HD Cinema display for $50 and the LED one for $100, both of which were a complete steal for this price and blow anything new in this price point out of the water in terms of panel quality and overall build and sturdiness. They'd make great secondary displays to a laptop setup or to pair with a Mac Mini or one of those weird headless MacBook things. I can't believe they don't get any head. Oh, and one last thing, I forgot to test the speakers on the LED one. Hang on just a second.